So apparently, Hasan Piker has done another fuckery, right? Who would guess, right? Dog Shocker does something like idiotic and well, not idiotic, idiotic but evil, right? So Tectone reports Hasan Piker just coordinated a website to mark all his worst statements unsafe, thus preventing anyone on Twitter/X to be able to critique his character anymore. Leave it to a communist terrorist supporter to suppress free speech. This is disgusting anti-American behavior. Not surprised it's coming from Hasan Piker, the dog striker. I mean, he's not wrong there, right? He's not wrong there. This is exactly the kind of thing we would expect from Hasan, Piker. Now, personally, I think that his citizenship might need to be evaluated, but my standard for citizenship, what I think is logically implied by the 14th Amendment, not this fucking magic soil bullshit, but like have the wording of the actual 14th Amendment about political jurisdiction, would presumably call his citizenship into question, right? So from my perspective, if I'm right about that, my opinion is that Hasan should be, denaturalized and then deported back to whatever godforsaken country he came from. But that's just me, right? 30 windows. Yes, 30 windows. And I had to close out 30 tabs. I had to close out like 50 before the stream in hopes to not crash the stream, right? Oh my goodness. I close the tabs, you fucking psychopath, right? Oh my god. But yeah. So the dog striker, bro, that's diabolical. I mean, to be fair. Yes, the dog striker, right? But let's go to Kraut because he's quoting Kraut. I have no idea who this man is. This is apparently he did have an interesting word in his repertoire, which is not popping up for some reason, probably because it's right here. Liberal European citizen, transatlanticist. I don't know what the fuck that means. Give me one moment while I look this word up. And then he's got some fucking Cyrillic. It looks like it. No, that's actually Ukrainian. That's not Russian. You can tell it's Ukrainian by this character right here, the I with the two dots on it. Oh yeah, my language nerd bullshit comes in again, right? It's like, hold on, that's definitely Ukrainian, not Russian, right? Transatlanticism. What is this? Relationship between Britain and America, especially in literature, culture, tradition, based upon a shared history, a common language, shared principles of legal philosophy, commonality of religious belief, and kinship ties. So basically arguing for like closer political and like economic and military alliances between the Commonwealth realm, which would be like the United Kingdom and all of the places that call the monarch of England, their monarch. So it'd be like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, like 16 other countries, right? With the United States. And it was like, I don't know that I want that. I don't know that I want that. Considering how these people are fucking acting, right? I think that, maybe the United Kingdom should eat its own fucking consequences, right? I don't necessarily want closer ties to a country that, lets the fucking gang rape, horrors happen, for the sake of political face saving, right? But that's just me, right? I would prefer that the United Kingdom and Spain and these other countries stop being retarded. But I can't control that, right? I just don't want to be, bound up in that kind of retardation. So, let's see. Kraut says, lol, Hasan Piker's fans managed to get a site that lists all his scandals and outrageous statements marked down as unsafe, so it can't be posted here anymore. So this is whoishasanpiker.com, which, interestingly, so it can't be posted here. So, since this is a question, and I didn't really read this before starting, let's try it right now, because I can just look this up, right? And I can also do it on a separate screen, that way. Hold on. Let me check something first. Who is Hasan, Hasan Diddy Piker, .com. Let me check with something first to make sure that this isn't, because, let's see. Alternative way to circumvent. Just fucking... this is actually pretty clever. Just put it as a fucking QR code, eh? Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the let's see what happens if I type this into Grok. If like, what it gives me. Ran one search. Okay, so we're taking just a little bit, right? Let's see. I wouldn't advise the U.S. joining the insanity. Exactly, right? Exactly. Like, honestly, to be perfectly honest, closer ties with Poland, sure, I can get behind that, right? But Poland is actually behaving like a sane fucking culture, right? Technically safe to visit. No evidence of malware, phishing, technical threats based on available checks, but it is a one-sided critical opinion site about Twitch streamer and political commentator Hasan Piker. Let's see. Treat its content and advocacy. Okay, well, yeah, no shit. You know, always take what you read online with a grain of salt, right? But we've also literally seen him say stupid shit. So this is the actual website. Since Twitch won't show it to you, I might as well do it, right? Not Twitch, but fucking, yeah, Twitter. God, I don't know what it is today. Something's off with me today, right? All right, so who is Hasan Piker? Let's go. This isn't actually that long. I might as well just read this right now. It doesn't look like, yeah, this isn't a traditional wiki, so let's see what we got here. Warning, the content on this page represents the opinion and commentary of its authors regarding the public conduct of Hasan Piker, a public figure. All statements should be understood as protected opinion, criticism, and commentary rather than assertions of fact. Sources may be inaccurate or not tell the full picture. I mean, yeah, anytime we're all talking about this, we're basically talking as best we understand the situation to be, right? Like, I can't fucking understand. I can't read Hasan Piker's mind, right? I don't have access to the legal documents. That brothel he went to in Germany, I can't prove that anything illicit happened with the underage, with the few underage, ladies that were found in that German brothel. I also can't disprove it, right? So it's like one of those things where it's like, hey, if you think that happened, I'm not gonna blame you for thinking that happened, but also you can't exactly prove it happened, right? And we got to admit that we can't actually prove that happened. Right? We do have to be honest, even if we dislike someone, right? But also being fair means treating someone who's a fucking dickhead like a dickhead, right? Let's see. This was last updated on 2026, August 09. 09, so it'd be the 9th of August. At 1800 01 UTC. Okay. Let's see. Hasan Piker is a Twitch streamer and political commentator whose public statements, political advocacy, and conduct have generated extensive controversy and media scrutiny. He has faced criticism over commentary concerning Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, and yeah, you mean like when he had a fucking Houthi pirate allegedly on his stream, and other militant terrorist organizations. His coverage of international conflicts and authoritarian governments, allegations of anti-Semitism, I don't know if I'd call them allegations, right? Inflammatory political rhetoric, and a 2025 animal abuse controversy involving his dog Kaya and fish. Fish. Okay. Bold, right? Asking if any European country to not be mentally deficient, right? Oh my god. Poland comes to mind. Poland caught on to this bullshit really fucking quickly. But to be fair, Poland also has the displeasure of having once been run by communists. So they took one look at a lot of this stuff and they were like, nope. When the fucking illegals started to storm their border, one of these dumbasses threw a spear. And I don't remember if he killed, but I think they may have killed one of the border guards of the Poles. And they're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna open fire, right? And I'm like, I can't exactly blame. I can't exactly blame them. You gotta be right. It's like Poland's like, we're not putting up with this. We're not getting overrun by communists. We're gonna physically remove you from our country if you try to come in, and we're gonna physically prevent you from getting in. And I'm like, okay. It seems perfectly reasonable to me, especially when one of these fuckers threw a spear at one of your soldiers, right? Who the fuck brings a spear to a potential gunfight? Anyway, so back to Hasan Diddy Piker, right? Let's see. Support terrorist organizations, Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthis, militant organizations, interviews, broadcasts, and related controversies. Yeah, remember when, during the fucking, remember that Hasan was one of the people that was, being shown in Iran as, propaganda. So it's Poland is too base to be European, that's why they're Poles. Something what the Haitian president said about the Poles, right? I can't repeat it because of Twitch TOS, even though it was a compliment. But you know, basically, translate what the president of Haiti once said back in when Haiti got its independence. Basically, called the king of Poland a real one. I'll let you look it up yourself, right? Let's see, politics and geopolitics. Ukraine, China, Cuba, Poland, and the Middle East, authoritarian governments, international conflicts, and foreign policy. Well, yeah, these are things he talks about without knowing anything about half this shit. Anti-Semitism, statements concerning Jewish people, responses to anti-Semitic incidents, public criticisms, and related media coverage. Yeah, I know a couple Jews, and none of them particularly like Hasan Piker. Even the ones who are skeptical of Israel are like, I'm not a big fan of Hasan Piker. So it's like, yeah, there's a reason for that, right? Political activity. Electoral politics, Democratic Party criticism, political advocacy, rallies, and public appearances. Yeah. Let's see, biography and career, family background, education, the Young Turks. Funny enough, if I had an organization, like, let's just say it's like, you know what? You know, it's kind of a cool aesthetic, right? I'm just going to bring back a name to call my news agency, to give news to the youngins, right? And then I called myself the Hitler Youth. I think I would be fucking eviscerated, right? Publicly, right? I would be fucking absolutely dragged through the mud, probably doxxed, right? Probably my life threatened. But, you know, you can name yourself after the Young Turks, you know, the group that marched Armenians in a intentional genocide into the sea, you know, to drown them in mass, right? After dispossessing them of their territory and making them going to go a long march where a lot of them died of starvation. Yeah, no, you can totally call yourself the Young Turks. The Young Turks isn't a hate group. It's not an intrinsically evil name, unlike the Hitler Youth, right? I hate these people. Anyway, early internet career and Piker's development as a political streamer. Yeah, animal abuse and other controversies. Animal abuse allegations, associates, and controversies outside his primary political commentary. And then we have articles covering Piker's controversies. So, because this is potentially banned on X, I might make a habit of going through on occasion and reading this on stream. Right? But, well, let's just start with the first one, right? Because, like, this is fucking ridiculous, and I have a sneaking suspicion a little bit of trolling might be in order, right? Because they might not be able to post the website, but could they post a VTuber reading the site? These are questions that must be asked for security purposes. Let's see, major controversies. Obviously, we have the support of terrorist organizations, which is listed twice here for some reason. There's a little bit of redundancy on this website. Let's see, we have documentation concerning Piker statements, broadcast interviews, and interactions involving Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, and is this... Okay, so it's not exactly a right here. Let's see what's in here. Oh, shit, we got fucking... Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use this site. Hold on. Hold on, we just found a better kiwi farms, right? Okay, so they actually have the citations here. They showed their work. God bless these people. Let's see, what's the anti-Semitism page look like? Oh, hold on. Yep, I remember a lot of these. Let's see. We got the animal abuse allegations. We got handling, attitude, collar use, collar evidence, fish. Fish is the name of a dog. Okay, interesting. And yeah, I mean, now Hasan claims to be Muslim, and maybe he is a Muslim pretending to be a communist, or maybe he's a communist pretending to be a Muslim. I don't know, but you know, Islam and dogs don't exactly go get along with each other, right? You know, and there's a reason for that. You know, when the dog keeps alerting the house to, you know, Muhammad's gay lover, you know, trying to get entrance into the house, it's a little annoying to the unlettered prophet. He just wants to be the top for once after he was made the bottom, you know, by 30, you know, by the men of Al-Zut, right? The men of Al-Zut made him the bottom. He just wants to be the top for once. Is that so wrong? Well, I mean, according to his own logic, yes. But anyway, let's see. I'm being a bit of a shitter today. Okay, let's see. Documentation of statements concerning Jewish people and Israel that have promoted allegations of anti-Semitism, including repeated use of the term inbred and pig dog controversy. I wonder what religion has a bit of a I wonder what religion has a custom of cousin marriage. Not even like distant cousin marriage, but like first cousin marriage. What religion was Hasan again? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe seems like a bit of projection right there, personally. But let's see. Related pages. We got response to anti-Semitic incidents. Piker's commentary following major incidents of anti-Semitic violence and unrest. Reception and criticism. Responses from politicians, advocacy organizations, journalists, and other public figures. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this over time. Hasan plus others fatigue. Yes, right. Hello, Boo Huckley. Let's see. Animal abuse. Well, the only reason we're looking at this right now is because apparently you can no longer post this archive of bad behavior of Hasan Piker on Twitch anymore. So, might as well make a YouTube version of some of these pages. That way it's like, hey, you can't post the website, but maybe you can get around it by posting, the VTubers who read it, right? I'm just doing my part, right? Let's see. Documentation concerning the treatment of Hasan Piker's dogs, kaya, and fish, including tail pulling and shot. I don't understand tail pulling. Tail pulling is just not something you should be doing. DNA-wise, we're all second cousins. I don't know about that. It's death by 1,000 cuts. Right? Oh my god. We got politics and geopolitics, and it looks like they have on each specific issue. Oh, they do. Oh, this is going to be good for research. Oh, I'm going to have fun looking through this. Holy crap. Let's see. Pre-invasion commentary, Crimea and the 2014 annexation, predictions concerning Russia's invasion, NATO, and post-invasion commentary. We have China, 2025 China trip, Tiananmen Square controversy, CGTN interview. By the way, we will be talking about China immediately after this, as I promised you last time. And commentary concerning the Chinese government. And yeah, this is a massive cover-up by the Chinese government that we are going to talk about. Let's see, Cuba, the March 2026 Nuestra America convoy trip and subsequent reporting concerning U.S. Treasury / OFAC scrutiny, not security. Geopolitical takes, we have commentary concerning Poland, Middle East, foreign governments, international conflicts, and related subjects. Anti-Democratic Party messaging, Democratic Party criticism, electoral commentary, political advocacy, and 2026 Abdul El Said. Is it El Said or Al Said? But I need to check this up. Rally controversy. Where is this guy from? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Al Said. Let me check something. Give me one moment. No, okay. It is actually written El Said. Hold on, where is this guy from? Progressive Democrat. Okay. Supports regulated capitalism. Fuck off. That just means you're a goddamn corporatist. Let's see. I'm gonna check something. This guy, let's see what categories he's listed in then. American epidemiologists. Egyptian. Okay, he's Egyptian. I'm pretty sure it's supposed... Interesting. Do they pronounce... Okay, they might have a different... Because I know like Arabic isn't really one language. Like, modern standard Arabic is one language. But, like, I know that... fair enough. Why is it giving me a translate this on your comment? What the fuck? Where was I? Yeah, so maybe it just has to do with the thing with like how Egyptian Arabic deals with like other like modern standard Arabic, because like the Arabic isn't one language. It's like Levantine Arabic, Egyptian Arabic, and Moroccan Arabic have different degrees of mutual intelligibility, right? Some of them are not mutually intelligible. That's why modern standard Arabic was a thing. Let's see. You will eat the boogs yuckly instead of hog porkly. I think I'll stick with the pork, right? Unless the bugs are shrimp and lobster, I'll eat the shit out of that. Crayfish is delicious. Let's see. Anti-Semitism and related criticism. Yeah, a lot of this on the front page at least seems like it's going to be repetitive. So we have documents, statements concerning Jewish people. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let's look in here. Okay, I was already here. I don't know why we're rehashing some of this. Response to anti-Semitic incidents. Okay, this is legitimately a different page. Yeah, I could probably go through this whole website, like, just periodically, piece by piece. Holy crap, there's a lot of research in here. Look at all this. Look at all this documentation. Get fucked. No wonder he wanted this to go away, right? Look at all the fucking archives of my bad behavior. Fucking reception and criticism. Let's see what this is. Anti-Defamation League CEO has repeatedly criticized what he characterizes. Well, the Anti-Defamation League is a fucking joke of an organization. Let's be perfectly honest. Let's see. Biography and career, early life and career, family background. So we're going to talk about this. There's the Piker family. It's a section for associates. We have a source library. Ooh. And we have an editorial citation policy. So material presented throughout this documentation should be traceable to publicly available sources. So basically, you actually have to be able to show to the public what it is based on like it being publicly available. So primary sources are preferred, and right here, it's already better than Wikipedia, because Wikipedia actually does not prefer primary sources if you look at their own editorial and citation policy. Funny how that fucking works, right? Anyway, where available include full live streams, original video, official documents, and direct public statements. News reports should identify the publication and author whenever possible. That's a good policy. Allegations and disputed claims should be attributed to the individual, organization, publications, and other sources making the claim. Video clips should retain enough surrounding context to accurately represent the statement being documented. Okay, again, if you're being fair with someone who's acting badly, guess what? They're going to fairly look like they're the bad guy. And archived copies of mirrors may be used when original material has been deleted or otherwise unavailable, which is definitely a thing that they would have to put in there. But yeah, so right there, it's whoishasanpiker.com. Anyone who wants to look through the history of Hasan Piker being a fucking scumbag, there it is. He was born in New Jersey. Oh yeah, he was an anchor baby. I forgot about that. So if you think that if you're curious as to what people dislike about Hasan Piker, you could use this resource. It'll give you the strong argument against Hasan Piker. Now, if you already dislike Hasan Piker and you want, like me, to see him denaturalized and deported, familiarize yourself with the scummy behavior of the anchor baby and why anchor babyism should not be allowed, right? So that'll be it for at least this episode. I'll probably go through some of these in more depth in the future. I just literally found out about this like 5 minutes before stream, and I was like, I have to talk about this a little bit, right? So let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see y'all next time.